So, it's early in the morning and I decided to undertake a video this morning. Going to be tackling some mental health issues this week at Retired Life Inspired. And by the way, welcome to my channel, Retired Life Inspired. My name is Annie, and before I go any further, do remember to like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. As always, I welcome you, and the greeting words of peace of Assalamu alaikum simply means peace be unto you. I hope you're having a peaceful night or a peaceful morning, whenever you're watching this. It's nice and quiet right now. It's really chilly out here. It's late, like wee hours of the morning right now here in Atlanta. Very chilly, probably like in the 30s, maybe high 20s. I'm not too sure, but I don't know what it's like where you're at, but it's cold. I'm bundled up here and I've got a nice hot cup of tea that I'm going to enjoy while I share with you today. Talking about the effects of fasting and mental health. I'm going to be talking later this week on another episode. I'm going to have a chance to meet my eldest daughter as well. Her name is Savannah, and give you an inside peek on what our conversations look like. I've been doing this for decades with my daughter since she was little. Encouraged with both my daughters. We would sit at the dinner table or throughout in the house or in the kitchen, and they would watch their parents talk about various things. If we weren't talking about the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad and things of that nature, we were talking about business. So they had, their ears were set and tuned into that type of discussion, deep discussions. And, as a result, they're still doing it now. And I just think it makes them very interesting women, both my daughters, Maxton and Savannah. Love you both. With that being said, though, I wanted to kind of do a video before that one. That was going to be released Wednesday or Thursday of this coming week. Because I really wanted to talk a little bit more about fasting and its effect on mental health. I fast regularly. I'm part of a group called Prayer and Fasting. And it's just done enormous things for me in my life. It's done so much for me. It's reignited the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad for me. It's helped me to utilize them, not just talk about them, but really utilize them. And it's affected my life in the best ways. So many beautiful ways. I've lost weight. I've lost the weight. My blood pressure is under control. I'm no longer pre-diabetic, and I don't have a possible kidney failure, which can result from high blood pressure. But there's also those things it's done for me mentally and emotionally and physically, and those things are still coming out. I think those things take a little bit longer. I don't know. I'm not a trained therapist. I'm not going to sit here and insult your intelligence and make you believe or think that I am. You can tell I'm not. But it has kicked out the old habits of, some people call it going into your feelings. One of the things that I always wanted to be able to do was just kind of be more in the moment, be engaged. And that's something that fasting will force you to do because you're not eating. It forces you to pay attention. Because I've noticed when I would just mindlessly eat and just putting food in my mouth for no reason, not because I'm hungry, but because I was bored or frustrated or what have you. But now that the food was not present, it forced me to have to engage and be present with myself. That also started to kick out other things. That and the praying. Because it's a 1-2 punch, how I go about it. So I started wondering, what else does the fasting do? Is there any kind of proof? I know what it's been doing for me in terms of keeping me to, in the moment and not holding on to old stuff, old mental stuff. And I found, I didn't go to the library, which I would have loved to have gone to, but I just, I was doing the quick thing. So, yeah, I Googled it. Yeah, get mad at me. Don't. But I did. And there's this wonderful article, as usual, that will be in the description below, and you can check it out. And this was written, let me get my glasses on. This was written, hair coming loose. I'll live. Anyway, this was medically reviewed by Yalda Safai, and this is actually by Susan Fishman. And what is fasting? Fasting and depression, fasting and mental health. So fasting is increasingly popular to help treat certain health conditions. Some researchers say fasting may help with depression. That's a big one. While others believe it could worsen your mood. Now, they believe it could worsen the mood because a lot of anxiety can come up when you're fasting. You're irritable because you're not eating, and this might be something new for you. And I would think, I don't see any reason why you may not want to check in with your doctor, especially if you are someone that suffers from depression, and maybe check with your doctor and see if this is a good idea. Have that talk, have that chat with him. Take fasting in smaller steps. Maybe instead of snacking so much, maybe start with that. Maybe just cut out the snacks that you don't need. Maybe then start cutting out one meal. If you're a 3 meal a day kind of person, cut out the 1 meal and then cut out 2. And then after you've mastered that, then try one day not eating. Take it in baby steps. You don't have to just wipe it out all at one time, but maybe that might be a way to go about it. But definitely check with your doctor if you're someone that really is wrestling with depression. But some of the benefits that they found with fasting, that there were a number of studies that they actually found. For example, a 2021 review reported that people who fasted had lower anxiety and depression scores than control groups who did not fast. This data came from 5 randomized controlled trials. So that's pretty good. But there are other reasons why it's considered a plus in terms of mental health. The weight control. Obesity and depression tend to be linked. So by fasting, they found that as people lost weight, it actually improved their spirit, their whole demeanor. They were not as depressed. Metabolism changes. Say that really quick. Don't. Metabolism changes. Daily intermittent fasting may cause your body to switch from breaking down glucose to breaking down ketones. This helps stimulate anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects that help the body resist stress. So there's that. Also, there was calorie restriction. Intermittent fasting is often combined with calorie restriction, another fasting intervention. Found that both calorie restriction and intermittent fasting may be useful in treating depression due to possible changes in fatty acid levels and neurotransmitters, along with other metabolic effects. So, it's affecting your chemistry. It's improving it. I think what a lot of it might be doing is just getting rid of a lot of the gunk that's in there. And that's something that we're going to be discussing along with my daughter's going to be sharing with us on going to be kind of a 2-part we're going to be talking about on Wednesday or Thursday. But, I think eliminating some of the food because of all the stuff that's in the food, the ingredients, the stuff that's in there, some of the garbage that's in, even the best foods, is affecting us in ways, probably affecting our behavior in ways we're not even aware of. And like I said, when you fast, you have to engage with yourself. You have to observe yourself. You become more aware of how much food is used in your life than what it was really intended for. So, check out the article. And check out the next interview that we're going to be hitting in on. I'm going to be sorry for the glitch. That's going to be here Wednesday and Thursday. It's either one of those days. I haven't quite decided. Yeah. something to really think about. Also, if you're interested more in fasting, and you just want to maybe sit in on the Zoom that I usually attend, it's Sundays and Thursdays. You can watch it on Facebook Live, or you can check out the information below in the description and you can join us. And there goes that glitch, sorry. And learn a few things. Also, check out, in terms of eating properly, check out books 1 and 2, How to Eat to Live by the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. On that, an excellent book, very, very simple to read, easy read. And before intermittent fasting was a thing, the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad was teaching on this. So, yeah, we're all a little late to the party. So, don't beat yourself up too badly. I've just been fasting for now well over 100 weeks, and it has transformed my life. It's just a natural part of my life now. That and praying, 1-2 punch, I can't live without it anymore. So, wherever you find yourself, I hope this helped a little bit. Please stay tuned later this week for the other video with myself and my daughter, Savannah. And as always, thank you for supporting Retired Life Inspired. And do remember to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, create your life inspired. Peace and take care.